Hi, chat. Welcome back. It's good to see you. Happy Friday. We're doing cosplay. We're doing drinking. We're doing a lot of things, actually. We're going to be getting into a lot. We're going to react. You work that fit so well. Thank you, Swim. You guys are so sweet. Do you think about putting the clouds and stuff on the arm that Jinx has? That'd be cool. I didn't actually think about that, to be fair. I didn't. Where's your sis? I killed her. She's dead now. Is that Pikachu? Yeah, I'm Pikachu today. There's a song by Don Toliver on his new album that reminds me. It just sounds like he's saying Pikachu. He's not, but it does sound like that. Do you guys like it? I wasn't sure if I looked like Jinx enough to do it, but I went for it. Thoughts on the whole album? I love it. I think it's great. I've only really listened to it while I was in the shower, but I think it's great. Whip my hair back and forth, that part. My partner just got into grad school, so we're getting drunk as fuck tonight. Hell yeah. Hold on, let me move this. I don't know if you guys can hear my laundry machine is going like crazy because I'm going to Japan tomorrow. So I'm going to Japan tomorrow. Only thing missing are the tattoos. True. You're so sweet, Kaylee. Thank you. Drink of choice, gin and tonic. Gin and tonic's the only way. I have to do a gin and tonic. New sub goal. M boards a plane to Japan in cosplay. That could be an insane video. I'm doing a vlog of the entire trip, so honestly, it could go kind of crazy. It could go kind of crazy. You're so sweet, Sing Girl. Thank you. You think so? I don't know if this is an accurate cosplay of Jinxie. Good thing I'm not. A bitch just let herself in. You coming in? You coming in? She's so funny. She just walks in on her own. By the way, I have to eat this because I haven't had breakfast yet. I've been getting this cosplay. My mods can attest. I've been getting this cosplay ready for like, it's honestly been 2 hours. It's like straight up been 2 hours. Do you plan to visit any shrines? I do want to visit a shrine. A shrine or 2 or 3. Yes. Eat, girl. We're gonna eat. We're gonna eat. Chat, how's your day going? It's good to see you. Welcome back. Don Toliver released an album last night, so my life's great. There's peanut butter in my cup. Technology is testing me? Why is technology testing you? What happened? My day's all right. Gonna eat soon. Is anybody at work? 1 in chat if you're at work. 2 in chat if you're home. 3 if you're anywhere else. Maddie, what's up? Welcome in. How you doing? Thank you for the biddies, guys. Oh, you work from home? W. This is so good. Holy shit. It's amazing. I'm working from home today. I'm in the car. Nice. Be safe, please. No texting and driving. What shrines do you hope to visit? What's a cool one that I should go to? Lazy, what did I forget? Same girl, I love you, by the way. It's good to see you. Hi, Skylar. If I haven't said hi to you, please say hi. What did I forget? It's like evening now for me in England. Oh, hey. That engagement reveal was so crazy because you revealed he was a Brit and autistic, and I'm both of those things too. Are we dating? Are you my fiance? Did you propose to me? Don't lie. Hi, Allie. Welcome in. What's funny is I didn't tell him I'm going to be doing a cosplay today. So he's going to come to stream at some point because he checks on me. And he's going to be like, what the fuck is that? Yeah. He's going to be like, who? Hello? There's like mint in this. It's so good. Look at that. Who did this to you? That, my chat did. You guys dressed me up today. Get used to it? Exactly. Visit Shinto? Okay. Okay. I think the ab workouts are working, guys. Chat, we're 11 hours. We're 11 minutes deep in the 12-hour stream. Who's gonna be here all day? And any of the Torii gates? He'll be like, you're not my fiance? Yes. Fushimi Inari Shrine in Kyoto. I'm in, like, I'll be in Tokyo the whole time. Where are you supposed to be, cosplay-wise? Some bitch with blue hair. No, I'm kidding. Jinx from League of Legends. Jinx from League. I'm definitely going to the Pokemon Center for sure. How long have you ever stayed up for? 48 hours. We did a 48-hour stream, but I took like a sleep. I took a sleep. I took a nap. I've done 24 hours straight. A couple times. It's just so good. What is your favorite fruit, chat? Does anyone have a favorite fruit? Where did my cat go? I've always wanted to go to Japan. One of my favorite classes in college was Japanese art history. Hell yeah. Hi, LARPing. Happy day after your birthday. Raspberry, green apple, kiwi, banana. Nice. You're going to a singles event? Guys, Tasha's gonna get a husband. No, you're going. You're going. Probably blackberries or strawberries. You should just do things you want to do, you know? Except for killing people. If you want to kill someone, don't do it. Thank you, Ellie. I appreciate the kind words. Thank you so much. Tasha's taste buds are broken for fruit. Blackberries or strawberries are a good choice. I like strawberries, but only when they're really good, because when strawberries are bad, they're fucking ass. I love mangoes, though. Mangoes are fire. Street food and the fruit tarts, yes. I've been to a lot of countries, just not Japan. Ooh, I haven't been to Japan before either, but I'm really, really, really excited to go. This is going to be a lot of fun. Do you hear about Catherine O'Hara? I don't know anything about Catherine. What's going on with Catherine? What's happening with Catherine, Haley? I love blackberries. Hell yeah. Oh, okay. She's the mom. How old was she? I've never done that lava, but it sounds great. No! No, she can't die. I love her. Why? Oh, that's so sad. She's a legend. She's honestly so cool. I think there was something seriously wrong though, because she looked like she was going through it, to be fair. Like in one of her previous photos, National Treasure, she was very young. Yeah. She was sick. It looked like she had something going on. Yeah. I mean, at least she's at peace. But we can watch all of her old shows and appreciate them. She's a legend. Brief illness, yeah. One time I did 72 hours with no sleep by accident. How do you do that? How the fuck does anyone go 72 hours without sleeping? Chat, have you ever gone a long time without sleep? What's the longest you've gone? Tokyo Disney is excellent. Is Disney Sea cool? Is Disney Sea cool, chat? 63 hours? I went 48 hours and that was enough. Fair. Damn. It's easier than you think. I've done a 24-hour stream. It is not easier than you think. You hit multiple walls where you're just like, I will die. If I don't sleep, I will die. And then you get through it. Your teacher put an assignment on top of your head? Nice. Go to teacher. I got to work with Catherine a few times on Schitt's Creek. No way! Did you? Do you work in film and TV? Maybe we met. I used to do a ton of background in Toronto. Thank you, Pacific. If I don't get 7 hours every night minimum, I'm dead. I die. I pass away. Hi from Germany. What's up, JCR? Can we listen to, let's listen to this. I used to work overnight on the weekends and 9 to 5 jobs during the week, and those Fridays and Mondays would be rough. What are you eating? It's an acai bowl. It's lots of fruit and acai, I guess. Which, does anyone know what acai is? Is it like a seed? Maybe. It tastes nice. I like the flavor. It's a Brazilian fruit. It's really nice. I provided a few props. Oh, got you. I managed to go 72 hours without sleeping. I don't know, man. I think people should not be... it's nice that she treated you very nicely, but I think anybody that has any sort of ego for working in film and TV is kind of crazy. In my personal opinion, I think if you work in entertainment and you have an ego, there's something wrong with you. I drank Windex and then I became this. It's crazy. Thank you, JX. CJ. Thank you, CJ. I don't know why I was calling you JX. I feel like a lot of film and TV stars, if they have some sort of an ego, it just kind of pisses me off. Because the reality of that job is very unglamorous. Extremely. Don't drink Windex to be cool. Do not drink Windex. Yeah, don't drink Windex. Nobody drink Windex. You'll die. Those of us running businesses and entertainment are always learning from others. Stay humble. That. Definitely that part. I know a lot of actors and they just like sit around and they wait until they get a call back. And it's just a very unglamorous job. And when you get the job, it's nice. But for the most part, it's like sitting around and waiting. Sounds like a win-win. Chat, tell me a secret. Oh, that's so cute, Haley. Why'd they make it so pretty then? This is why you don't eat Tide Pods, okay? Even if they look good. You don't eat Windex. You don't drink Windex. And bleach is not milk. And that's just things that everyone needs to know. My brother used to fill a Windex bottle with colored water and drink it. No. No. Why? Huh? No. No. The mods are a bunch of cuties. They are very cute. The mods are the best. They helped me get ready with my cosplay. It was very nice. Very supportive. Fake news. Secret, I'm running a Korean New Year party this weekend. That sounds so fun. When's Korean New Year? Korean New Year. Let me look this up. Korean New Year. Is it the same as Chinese New Year? Tuesday, February 17th? Chinese New Year. Why is it that Korean New Year's on a different day? It is the February 17th. Okay. Why do Asians do different New Year's than North Americans? What's that about? How long has that lasted? How long has that been a thing? It's me, your only dishwasher. Yep, there it is. Hi, Shin. It took 20 minutes for someone to call me a dishwasher. There's only 2 judges in New Zealand Idol years ago that had a huge ego trip and made a contestant cry, and then they were fired. As they should be. I wish I was as cute as the mod. Tones, you're very cute. Mr. Clean made me go bald. What did you do? What? How? Is there a liquid Mr. Clean? What is Mr. Clean even? I remember the bald man, but I don't know anything else about Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean. He's just a bald guy. He's just a bald guy, chat. The magic, don't put the magic eraser on your head. Do not do that. I have not seen that, Mokaru. Welcome in. Yeah, but he's got aura. Ooh, it's so itchy. He's just a brand. I'm chowing down on pogos. I love pogos. Chat, 1 in chat if you know what a pogo is, 2 in chat if you don't know what we're talking about. I'm disturbed by some of the incidents in chat. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Chat's being normal. They're fine. They're fine. They're not being crazy. It's essentially Pokemon means Minecraft made by a tiny dev team. Oh, that sounds so fun. Are you part of the dev team? You told us before. He got that earring and the sauce. He does have that sauce. That's for sure. 100%. Mr. Clean is pretty cool. Hi, Fan Boozy. Welcome in. How you doing? Being normal for now. Nice. To translate for all the Americans, pogo equals corn dog. Yeah. Pogos are corn dogs. We've talked about it recently. I love pogos so much. They're the best. Calling them pogos, it's just the brand. It's like Kleenex. You know how Kleenex is not what it is, but Kleenexes are known as Kleenexes, even though that's just the brand. Yeah, it's like that. In Canada, we think about corn dogs and we call them pogos. Seems like you and Pasta might be interested in something. What is it? Hi, Crimson. How you doing? Welcome in. Good to see you. Hello. Is it true you're a dish? Okay, Swim. All right. You call us corn dogs pogos? Yeah, we do. I'm doing good living in Italy now. You live in Italy? That's so cool. That's so cool. I had pogos. Let's go. Fuck yeah. The Tomo game? Oh, yeah. We definitely would be. It's kind of our vibe. Yeah, we'll have to check it out. Endless Blue. Tomo Endless Blue. Got it. Thank you for letting me know. Tomodachi Life is definitely something we're going to play for sure. I think we're going to create a reality show with all the Vanos crew and us. And we'll see what happens. Who knows? Anything could happen in there. Jay, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. These are so cool, the little arm pieces. I had 5 logos for breakfast. Logos? I love Tomodachi Life growing up in the 3DD. The 3DD! Mr. Clean is Pitbull's alter ego. Bro, one time, do you guys know who Carl Wolf is? Do you guys know who Carl Wolf is? I will never forget this story. Carl Wolf. I think his name's Carl Wolf. He might have only been famous in Canada, but this is Carl Wolf, right? This is Carl Wolf. He did a song called, let me find it. Let me find his most popular song. Let me know if you guys know who this is, by the way. I need to find, let me get you guys pulled up on my other screen so I can see your chats. Does anyone know who this is, chat? This man. Carl Wolf. This was his most popular song. But it's just like a remake of like the OG. Do you guys remember this? This is a like Canadian Pitbull. Never heard of him? Good. Someone's uncle? Okay, I think he was exclusively famous in Canada. I remember one time, let me actually play, what was this song? This is his song called Yeah, the Habibi Mix. Okay, hold on. Africa was literally my favorite song. Okay, one time I was in Toronto, right? And I remember after Carl Wolf like stopped being a big singer, he was driving down the streets of Toronto with a girl that looked like she could be like 18 years old. He's like 40. I don't know how old he is. Let's find out. Carl Wolf age. But he was driving obnoxiously slow in like a convertible. He's 46. So he had to be like, this is probably 6 years ago. So he had to be about 40. So he's driving down the street obnoxiously slow with this girl in this convertible. And his license plate is just Carl Wolf, by the way. His license plate is just his fucking name. So he's driving down the street, license plate as his name, girl who looks like she could be his daughter. And it was just the most awkward thing I've ever seen. And I'm pretty sure he was playing his own music. I'm pretty sure he was playing his own music. And I don't think I've ever been icked out more by an individual in my entire life. Like, that was probably the biggest moment of my life. The most icked out I've ever been. Thank you. Thank you, Fear. It was the wildest thing I've ever seen. Okay, let's find, what's this song? Ghetto Love. Oh, he did this song with Cardinal Official. Does anyone remember Cardinal Official? I mean, man is confident. Bro is excited. TDK, welcome in. What's up? It's good to see you. Hello. Welcome in, TDK. Do. What you wear? I'm wearing my normal clothes. Just my normal everyday stuff. I wear this every day. My PJs, yeah. This is Carl Wolf still. Anyways, we're moving on. Back to Don Toliver's new album. Why not? Do you leave tomorrow? Yeah, I leave in the morning. I leave at 11. My flight's at like 11 a.m. So I'm going to have to pack later. I haven't packed at all. Thank you, Wes. I really appreciate that. Looks a tad uncomfortable. Honestly, the hair is uncomfortable. Everything else is fine. I think when you are a woman, you're just used to being in weird shit. By weird shit, I mean like uncomfortable shit. It's pretty regular. Maybe not like to this degree, but a lot of times. Emma's just going to dress like that. Yeah, I'm going to wear this to the airport. I'm just prepping right now for that. I am going to Japan. Yeah. It'll be fun. I'm excited. This is my first time. I'm so stoked. Beauty is what? Pain. That. Not when sensory issues make your skin scream. Brother, how often do you do this though? Once every like 2 weeks-ish, we do cosplay. Typically, recently. I've been slacking since December, but we've been pretty on top of it, right, chat? I would say. We've been pretty on top of it. Once a month, maybe. A whole week. New Jinx vlog on deck. Hell yeah. Women are used to wearing weird shit. This explains a lot. Yeah, Lava. That's just how we live. That's so good. Is M gonna explode all of us? Yes. Get ready. Prepare yourself. You know what? Speaking of exploding all of you, let me just check to see where Pasta is and how long she'll be. Hold on. I must text her. Text pasties. One day M will cosplay my favorite waifu. Who's your favorite waifu? Japan's gonna be awesome for sure. I recommend everybody go there at least once in their life. Yes. Does anybody want, Pasta and I were just talking about this. Does anybody want a Q&A between Pasta and I on YouTube? Does anyone want that? Just curious. Let me quickly... What time? Yeah, you want that? Okay, we can make a YouTube video then. I don't want your body. Ba-da-ba. Yes, 1000%. I feel like M could pull off an Ibuki cosplay from Danganronpa. That'd be so sick. How would that work? Like a Reddit AMA? Yeah, so basically what we do is we just pull questions from like Twitter, Discord, YouTube. And then we would answer your questions in the video together. And it would be fun. And then you could get a lot of answers to things that you've never maybe had answers to before. And it comes in like, thank you for the follow. And Alyssa, thank you for the follow. I can't wait till we plan a vacation. You're going on a vacation? Nice. Murderous, thank you for the 13 months. I really appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much. You're a legend. I love you. I appreciate you. You're so cool. Jack, thank you for the 2 months. Thank you so much. Let me know if I have acai bowl in my mouth or on my teeth. Here's your first Q&A question. How did you get into gaming? I was like 3 years old and my mom gave me a Game Boy and then I never looked back. I was 3. I had Pokemon. I thought that you had to one-shot the game. I didn't know you could save. So I would play Pokemon for like 6 hours straight. And then my mom would come in and I was like 3 or 4 years old and she'd come in and she'd be like, you need to stop playing that now. And I'd be like, oh, okay, I guess I'll stop playing this now. And then I would stop playing it, but I'd only get to like the 4th gym. And then my mom, and I was like, again, like I was 3 or 4 years old. It was really stupid. And she eventually taught me how to save. I did learn how to save the game. I did learn. As a fellow Brit, I must know your opinion on this. What do you think of the pub experience? I love pubs. I think North America should have more pubs. I do think that it makes sense that you guys have like because it's so gray in the wintertime in England, in the UK, I get why you have such a pub scene because there's really nothing else to do. Like in the winter, it is kind of sad there. It's kind of sad, but I do really like it. I do really like it. But pubs are a vibe. Going there as like a social hub, very, very vibey, very fun. Whee! I was 6 when Pokemon came out on Game Boy. Chat, what was your first experience with gaming? I'm missing your streams in Italy. It's late here. Hi, Bamboozy. That's why all the drunkest counties in the US are in Wisconsin. When there's nothing else to do. Reminds me of why we don't know we could pause our Tamagotchis. That. Literally that. Although we were allowed in Canada for a while, when Tamagotchis were big, I brought them to school until one day the teacher was like, you can't bring Tamagotchis to school anymore. And it was dark. It was a dark day. The DS, Mario Kart 64 and Pokemon Blue. Nice. The Atari. Kaz, thank you for the follow. The DS is my earliest memory. The DS is so sick. I started with the Game Boy Color. How old are you guys? First ever gaming experience, Sonic the Hedgehog on Sega Genesis. Big. My family got me and my sister the Wii and it all started there. That's awesome. I love the Wii. My mom won a Wii from her work. And I remember that was like our gift that year for Christmas. Because she won it and she was so excited. And it was right after it came out. It was a big deal. 38? You started when you were 38? Who else started late? No, kittens. I love the UK. I think the UK is really cool. It's also really beautiful. I've been in the group of guys in my local pub around the corner and we sang our drunken hearts out. That's so sweet. Hi, Kaz. One of my earliest memories was Zelda. Hell yeah. I remember throwing the Wii remote when doing bowling and hitting my brother in the nuts. Dude, that's wild. That's wild. I started gaming with Duck Hunt. Game Boy Color was lit. That PS2 era was insane. I never had a PlayStation 2. My first PlayStation was, I think, the PS4. The heck? Sorry, there's hairs everywhere. There's hairs everywhere. They're coming out. It's kind of a loose situation. Jinx's hair is very loose. This is gonna be really bad by the end. Thank you, Joe! The hair. PS2 was the GO console. I always wanted a PlayStation, like the handheld ones. I forget what they're called, but the handheld ones look so cool, and I never got one because I was too young for them, but I thought they were the coolest thing ever. Started gaming, I think, before I was 10. Nice. PSP! That's what they're called. You're so sweet, Diva. Thank you so much. You like me with blue hair, huh? PSP. Pretty sure I started on my brother's Game Boy. Nice! PSP was fire. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. My brother had a PSP. I wanted one so bad, but I never got one. My DS was like, I loved my DS. Hold on, let's look at all the Nintendo consoles. Nintendo consoles through time. So itchy. Who remembers the Vita? What's a Vita? PlayStation 2, you could use cheat codes and break almost every game. That's sick. That's awesome. All right. Every Nintendo console. A full history of all the release dates. The first one was in the 70s? Color TV game. That's crazy. What the fuck? I didn't know they had one in the 70s. The Color TV game line of systems was Nintendo's first foray into gaming hardware. That's wild. ColecoVision was me. Did anybody have one of these? They were a major success at the time. That's crazy. Lion King and Aladdin on Sega Nightmare Fuel. So frustrating. I had an Atari. Okay, then there was the Game and Watch from the 80s. Or I guess it was 1980. Yo, dude, thank you for the gifted sub to Diva Killa. That's very sweet. I was not alive. That is so cute. Look at that. Look at that. It's so cute. Look up the Atari. I will. This is their first ever handheld device. Impressive that they even had one in the 80s. 40 million units worldwide. They created the D-pad. Huh, cool. Diva Killa, hell yeah. There was one DS game that I loved called Spectrobes. I had so many. What kind of drunk are you? I'm the happiest. I'm just really happy. And then if I'm drunk in public, I get really stressed. So it really depends. Itchy Butthole, thank you for the gifted sub. That's very nice of you. Okay, then we have the Nintendo Entertainment System. This is the NES. I know all about this. And by all about this, I mean I only know a little bit, but I liked it. And played Legend of Zelda when. I love Zelda. Jokes for days, thank you for the follow. Super cool. Okay, then we have the Game Boy. The Game Boy, which released in North America during the summer of 1989. Wait, 1989? That's how old the Game Boy is? I didn't know that. I thought it was like mid-90s. What was on the Game Boy? The Game Boy's most well-known game is Tetris. Whoa, it was bundled into the system. Interesting. I'm born in 89. Nice. Very cool. OG Pokemon. When did Pokemon first? I think it was 97, right? Then they had the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. So the SNES, right? That's what that one's called? Cool. Hi, Esky. Welcome in. How you doing? Favorite game on Game Boy was Commander Keen. That's sick. We still have a Game Boy here and a Sega Genesis, I think. Damn, I feel old now. This is so cool. 1991. They were pumping them out, man. That's crazy. You started on the PS2. I had an Xbox 360. I'll show you the Game Boy I started on. I was born in 2003. Nice. Parents' 30th or Pokemon's 30th anniversary is this year on February 20th. That explains why they're opening the Pokemon Park in Japan. I wish I could go. Okay. Then we have the SNES, which we've already gone over. The SNES still managed to be the best-selling console of this time period with its profound software lineup and generational appeal. I wonder what their competitors were. They also had Super Mario World, Donkey Kong Country, and more. Donkey Kong was so fucking sick. Donkey Kong 64 was my shit. I would go to my cousin's place. We weren't actually cousins. But I would go to my cousin's place, and then we would play Donkey Kong 64 on his N64. And I loved it. I wasn't allowed to have one, but he had one, and I thought it was cool. Born in 1990? Nice. Virtual Boy. What the fuck is this? Does this not look like glasses? What is this? Chat, what is this? What is this, chat? It's VR? When did this come out? It was really shitty VR. 1995. Way ahead of their time. They were popping their puss. That's crazy. OG VR gaming, very bad VR. They are bringing back for Switch 2. Wait, they're bringing it back? Early VR? Is Pasta here? It was dog shit and it's a meme. This? I want to know how bad it was. The Virtual Boy is quite possibly Nintendo's weirdest console. The portable device was the first ever video game console that could ever properly display 3D visuals. Merely 22 games were ever released. Oh my god. It was only on the market for a year. How much do you think it would cost to buy one now? Hi, Pasta. Oh, did you text me? Sorry, I'll check. Okay, sounds good. Nintendo was daring for sure. I sold my Jet Black Stealth VR with lines and dots. That's wild. Chat, say hi. I'm sorry, not am. Okay, and then we go down. You're fine. You can misspell my name all the time, Maddie. It's fine. Game Boy Pocket, September 3rd, 1996. Wild. Wild. Look at that thing. Look at it. I didn't even know this existed. I did not even know this existed. Let's see how much we can get a Virtual Boy for right now. I do want to see... I think it'd be really fun to make a video with that. Console. Virtual Boy complete set, all 14 North American games. Holy shit. Holy shit. Virtual Boy console was 6 games. Oh my god, this is actually... Oh my god, you can buy this. You can buy this. They had Tetris. Everything's in Japanese. Near unused. They don't have any of the, like, regular ones. I want, like, regular ass Nintendo games. This one says all American games. Ooh, yes, bitch. Who would have Virtual Boy? How much is it? This one is a lot more money. It is $3,500 USD. But it has... There's something called Water World. They have Wario Land. I can't dox myself with eBay, right? No, I can't. We're good. All right, check it out. They got Mario's Tennis. I do want to play that. Whatever that is. What is Water World? Teleroboxer, Wario Land, Baseball, Mario Clash. This is all the games they had. Tetris and golf. Man, can you imagine making a video with that? I think that'd be so cool. That'd be so cool. You need to check out the angry video game nerd when he played the Virtual Boy. He played the Virtual Boy? That's so sick. I have a Pikachu edition Game Boy. Nice. You can borrow. You have one, bestie? Shut the fuck up. You do not have a Virtual Boy. That's so cool. I still have my brick Game Boy. Waterworld's hilarious because it made people seasick. Wait, actually, don't forget to manually blink. Don't do that to me. That's not cool. That's not funny. He spends money on stupid shit. That's amazing. What games do you have, Pasta? All right. So we have the Virtual Boy. Then we go down. We got the Game Boy Pocket. Does anyone remember the Game Boy Pocket? Smaller version of the Game Boy featuring a definitive black and white screen instead of the Game Boy's green tinted display. One of the biggest improvements of this release was the new hardware inside that improved the response time of the display. However, the smaller design had a shorter battery life. Didn't the Game Boy come out eons before? Literally 7 years later, they came out with something worse. Mario Tennis? Dude, I need that. I need that. Steph, please. And Mario Clash, bitch. That's so sick. I miss playing the GameCube, the SpongeBob game, making burgers, and Smash Bros. That's so cool. The Game Boy Pocket. So why did they make a worse Game Boy 7 years later? Then they released the Nintendo 64, which came out the same year, the same month. And this was an iconic console. I remember this being like a big deal. Not that I was like alive, but even years later, I remember like, I think it had to be like 2003, 2004, maybe 2005. My cousin, not my cousin, but my cousin had one of these and we would play it. I love Nintendo 64. Probably wanted to get people who were getting the N64 to get a Game Boy. That shit's built to last. Dude, Game Boys are built to last. Thank you, Becky. I appreciate that. I know that like Game Boy cartridges are supposed to have like a certain amount of life. Like they will not last forever. There's like a little battery inside the cartridges. But for some reason, all of my Game Boy games work perfectly. So I don't know what's going on with that, but they work great. And my Game Boy still holds a charge. Anyways, very cool. I loved this game. Ocarina of Time was the best. Super Mario 64, obviously iconic. Game Boy Light. Bitch, I don't remember this. I guess the problem at the time would have been like, it was really hard to make a handheld device, right? I'm assuming. Did you play Ocarina of Time? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. On the 64. I figured you'd be too young. I did play it on the 64, and then I also played the remake when that came out. I missed my PS3. I had to borrow my cousin's N64 for that. Yeah. Game Boy Pocket and backlight. So they had a backlight on this. The Game Boy Light is a console you may not be familiar with. That makes sense. And a large part of that is due to being exclusive in Japan. Oh, that makes sense too. This Game Boy revision was bigger than the Game Boy Pocket. Chat, did anybody have this or did anybody know about this? Susas, thank you for the follow. What's up? I feel like I never would have known about this. Ultimately, this change allowed for the Game Boy Light to feature longer battery life. It had a backlight. Then the Game Boy Pocket, around 20 hours is impressive. Wait. No, they didn't take batteries. Were they chargeable? Just learned about it. The Game Boy Advance SP is still the pinnacle of Game Boy. So I didn't have a Game Boy Color either, 98. Okay, I thought this came out in 96. I don't know why. Man, the age of devices having see-through plastic was the coolest shit ever. Bring back this. This is so fucking cool. The way that you could see inside. Oh, this is so sick. Dude, the SPs were goated. I had the color. I had a Game Boy Color. Who had this one too? I had that exact Game Boy Color. Did you actually? Allie, that's so sick. Goated color option. Bring back see-through consoles. They were so cool. Game Boy Color finally brought color to a Nintendo handheld. The device was backwards compatible with all Game Boy games, so it was an easy upgrade for many. That's so cool. I like how they did that. I think that's really helpful. Some Game Boy games had support for color already, so titles like Tetris could be experienced anew with bright and beautiful colors. With the new hardware inside, hundreds of new games were also released exclusively. Hundreds! That's better than previous consoles. So, okay. Everybody had one of these. You had the color, but I had teal. How much did this cost when it came out? Does anyone remember the price? Price of Game Boy Color when it released. Oh, it was only $79, which probably cost, I mean, back then that was a lot, right? Back then that was a lot. Like 80 bucks. That was my fave Game Boy. Hell yeah. Insanely cool. Okay. Then we have the Game Boy Advance. I had one of these. I had one of these. Mr. Krabs, I have an idea. I had one of these. Was the first massive technological leap forward in the Game Boy brand for Nintendo. In a major shakeup in the previous Game Boy models, GBA flipped the device orientation to a horizontal, rectangular shape versus the portrait design Game Boy. 16-bit graphics were now available portably, and a major upgrade from the Game Boy's 8-bit graphics support. They were also supported with backwards compatibility And you could just play anything. There's thousands of games for it. That's so sick. I had this. And I also, one of my friends before got me a sealed, Game Boy Advance. This is like the exact same one that I had back then, but it's still sealed. It's still in there. Pretty cool, right? I think it's pretty cool. This is the see-through blue one. I had the see-through purple one, but I like it. Very cool. How's that hair not pissing you off walking around? It's definitely something to note. And by that, I mean it can get annoying, but it's okay. We're fine. We're doing our best. That's so cool. I have to go work on music. Bye, DJ. Have an amazing time. We love you too. My parents surprised us with GBAs when they once picked us up from school. That is this. Your parents are awesome. Your parents are cool. I had a teal one. Yeah, I had one of these. I loved it. It was great. It made me very happy. And I had my first ever games are back there too. And they're also sealed. But I had Tarzan was one of my first games. And then there was also Super Mario Advance was one of my first ever ones. Pokemon Mini. What the fuck is this? Chat, what is this? Thank you, Fairy. I really appreciate that. Thanks so much. I'm glad you like it. N64 and Game Boy Color had a special place in my heart. Hell yeah. I had Tarzan on PlayStation. Tarzan was so sick. Okay, there we go. Okay, this came out in 2001. I don't remember this at all, of course. Pokemon Mini released in 2001 with a major focus on Pokemon games. This device is so incredibly small you can fit multiple into your pocket. Only 10 games were ever released for the Pokemon Mini, with just 4 in North America. Pokemon Mini featured a built-in clock function, an infrared port for communication, and a built-in... Guys, what the fuck is this, and how have I never heard about this? Has anyone heard about this? I've never seen this in my life. It says there's games for America, though. Let me look this up. Pokemon Mini. They're for sale. You can see them. This feels like it didn't exist. Okay. PokemonMini.net. Whoa. Your one-stop Pokemon Mini source? Complete resource. You can make games for it still? What the fuck? Released games for the Pokemon Mini. Pichu Bros Mini? Pichu Bros! Oh my god, chat. What the fuck? Pokemon Breeder Mini. Pokemon Party Mini. Pokemon Pinball Mini. I had this for my Game Boy. Pokemon Puzzle Collection 2 in 1. Pokemon Race. Togepi's Great Adventure. That's so cute! What is Pichu Bros? I want to know what Pichu Bros is. It's one of the least rated or lowest rated ones. Is anyone working to make this in English? Good question. They almost finished the translation. It was supposed to be English too, but I guess it just stuck with Japanese. Interesting. Oh, I guess they translated it too here. Maybe you can download it? Oh, you can! What the fuck? I just had a memory. I was very demanding of boy jeans versus girls because my Game Boy didn't fit in the pockets. I didn't even know this was a thing. Dude, this was in 2001. I had no idea. There was a show where they unveiled it. This is kind of a cool website. Anyways, continuing on. Thank you so much for the 65 stream streak, Raven. I appreciate that. It was exclusively sold at Pokemon Center in New York, which opened on the same day. On November 19th, it became nationally available as a launch item on the Pokemon Center website. Huh. You're seeing them for $130 on minimum? I think that would be, honestly, I'd pay that. To try the system out, I would totally pay that. All right. Anyways, then we had Nintendo GameCube, November 18th, 2001. It was built upon the success of this is my favorite console ever, by the way. This was my favorite console of all time. You love the GameCube? That my childhood bestie had one. Dude, I got this for Christmas, and I remember it being the best day of my life. I remember my parents got it for me. They also at the same time got me like a snowboard, but it was like a shitty snowboard. And so I was just really excited. And I got the GameCube. We got Kirby Air Ride. We got what else do we get? A few other games, maybe like Twilight Princess and shit. A bunch of stuff. It was the GoCube. Nice. Good name for it. We ended up with 2. Huh? I remember when I was a kid, we would scratch the games so often. It was really sad. Like my sister she was so young, she would take the games out and she'd put them on the floor and then she'd step on them. So our copy of Super Smash Bros. Got destroyed. Like absolutely destroyed. And it was really sad because when I wanted to get another copy, like obviously there was no more. My brother was very bad at disc care. Yeah. GameCube made a major departure from Nintendo's prior home consoles as it utilized discs instead of cartridges. Yeah, that was the first. Additionally, the controller made major improvements. Also, the memory cards were wild. The legacy of the GameCube still lives on today. It was like my favorite system. Like for sure. Did anybody else have this? 1 in chat if you had this, 2 in chat if you didn't. I'm curious. I gotta know. Oh, everybody had it. I would play Harvest Moon. I would also play Smash Bros. I played a hockey game that I had for it. What else would I play? I played Sunshine, but I got it way later because I wasn't like old enough when it came out. Remember back in the day? Do you guys know Sugar Conroy? Sugar Conroy would release these videos on YouTube, and I would watch them all the time when I was a little kid. And he put out like a bunch of videos on Pikmin, and he also put out a bunch of videos on they were like playthroughs on Super Mario Sunshine, and I was addicted to those games because of that. I was not born then. Play a ton of Air Ride, Mario Party 5, Double Dash. Yeah. Was it Gale of Darkness, the Pokemon game? There was Pokemon Coliseum. I don't remember if that was for this or it might have been Gale of Darkness. I really don't know. I didn't have it though. Asher, I'm Jinx from League. I'm Jinx from League. Coliseum was GameCube? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Both? Okay. Oh yeah, Animal Crossing was the best! Panasonic Q, I've never heard of this. This is a toaster. This is a toaster and you can't prove otherwise. This is definitely a toaster. Chat, this is a toaster. Has anyone seen this before? That's a toaster. Shadow Lugia was a tough. Oh, tough. Pokemon Coliseum was awesome. I remember in McDonald's, they used to have like N64s in McDonald's. When you were a kid and there was an N64 in the McDonald's, that or it was a GameCube. I never knew. I think it was mostly N64s, and they had them till like really late. They had them till like 2004, 2005. So when I was a little kid, I would go into the play place and I would just binge the N64 games until my mom made me leave, or my grandma, whoever was with me. Anyways, Panasonic Q, 2001. A collaborative console between Panasonic and Nintendo. Kind of cool. This device combined a traditional GameCube with a DVD player, allowing users to play GameCube titles, watch DVDs, and listen to CDs. That's kind of sick! What the heck? Its design is striking with a stainless steel exterior and a front LCD panel. So they wanted it to look like a hot GameCube with more functionality. It only lasted 2 years? Bitch, I would have been all over this. Chat, wouldn't you want that? That's so cool. I want this now. I want this right now. Let me see if we can get one. Panasonic Q. Look how cool this looked, bitch. It lit up. Girl, hello? Why did no one want this? That's insane. That's insane. That's actually wild. The GameCube Q. eBay. Wow, they're expensive as fuck. I guess because there's like 5 of them. Look at that. And it looks like a toaster. I want the GameCube that looks like... It's a stealth GameCube, chat. It's just a stealth GameCube for people who are like mature and wanted to hide that they had a GameCube. That was it. The OG Cube looks more attractive to me. I agree. Wii's play GameCube too. Yeah, that is cool. The lights are cool. They already had the cube, so why get another? I do like that Nintendo used to make everything super backwards compatible. I think that's really cool. Then we have the Game Boy Advance SP, March 23rd, 2003, which I had this one too. I had one of these. I played the shit out of Harvest Moon. I was obsessed with Harvest Moon. I loved Harvest Moon. I got it from my friend. She lent it to me because she wasn't playing it very much. And so she lent it to me, and I remember I just basically stole her game. Like, I never give it back. And she never asked for it back, so it's fine. I had the linked variant, or the inked variant of the SP. Still have it? Nice. I still have the SP. I played a Barbie spy game in Finding Nemo. Nice. You had the red SP? This one was so sick. I have one in my closet right now. It was the first revision of the Game Boy Advance. A major change from the previous model was the hinge design, which honestly, so sick. The same satisfaction as closing like a flip phone you got with the Game Boy. You could just... Are you going to invite your friends to your wedding like Larry Pasta and others? Yeah, I will for sure. But yeah, you could just... Like that. It was so good. It was so good. Let's read it. The GBA SP featured a chargeable battery. Yeah, this was the first time, right? And a backlit screen, which were both major improvements from its predecessor. Huge. Nintendo opted to omit a headphone jack on this model, but offered an adapter for players to listen to audio through headphones. Interesting, an adapter. Interesting. Then we have the DS. Wow, it's that old? I wasn't given a DS. I didn't get a DS when they first came out. I kept my, I think I got my Game Boys pretty late. I got all of my stuff way after they came out, because I was like too young for it at the time. So my mom got me like this when it wasn't cool, you know? So this was the next year the DS came out. The DS was, I mean, this is like it's 22 years old, chat. It's a 22-year-old system. I'm in love with my DS. I have my old clunky DS in my purse. That's so cool. I had the silver DS, then upgraded to the red. Hell yeah. I was 34 when the DS came out. Let's go, Fairy. Was the first unit in the DS line, which marked the start of Nintendo's best-selling console. The DS featured Wi-Fi support for the first time. Wow. 2004 and they had Wi-Fi support. That's crazy. I'm pretty sure we still had like... My family had like dial-up internet till 2006. So the fact that they had Wi-Fi support is wild. With a standout clamshell design that expanded upon the Game Boy SP, with 2 screens, games on Nintendo DS were quite unique, with many developers creating experiences unlike anything on the market previously. Yeah, this is the coolest thing ever. Nintendogs was awesome. This was the coolest thing ever. I never had one. I got the DS Lite. When the DS Lite came out, I got this like a few years after it came out, and it was my favorite thing. Do you remember AOL's You've Got Mail? I don't. I'm sorry. I think I was too young for that. I also missed MSN. Unfortunately. I wish I was on MSN because I heard all the coolest things about MSN. Crazed Rogue, thank you for the follow. That's what I had was the Lite. I still have my DS Lite with all the Nintendogs. MSN was fucking lit. Wheeze, thank you for the follow. I have not seen the movie You've Got Mail. I had a pink DS Lite. All right, moving on. Then they had the Game Boy Micro. What is this? What is this? The Game Boy Micro was famously revealed by Reggie during E3 2005, with many shocked at the small size of the system. It featured a D-pad, 2 buttons on the front, and a start and select button on the bottom side of the unit. Okay, I'm gonna try and see if I can do something to alleviate the itchiness. If I can stick, like, maybe this over my ear, that would go so hard. Let's see. Without it being visible. Yes! Oh my god, that fixes it. Oh my god. Don't wear wigs, chat. Ugh. Don't wear wigs. Then will you wear wigs? Look up the commercial for it. Okay, I hear less good. I hear less good! Help! I'm bald and I avoid wigs. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Crimson, thank you for the follow. Alright. I want to see this reveal. Like previous GBA models, the Game Boy Micro was backwards compatible with the Game Boy and the Game Boy Color games. That's awesome. In addition to playing Game Boy Advance titles, wow, it featured a backlit screen that allowed for adjustable brightness. So they basically just wanted people who go to offices and like go to school and stuff to have something very tiny, which is totally fair. Don't wear wigs. Yeah. Nintendo advertised it by a rat fucking the game. No. No. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Oh my god, 2005! I'm ugly and I'm proud.
Thank you, Mr. Miyamoto, and thank you, Tina.
Yeah.
Now,
Tina.
I said we had 2 more examples of the future of portable gaming for you today. And here's the second. Now, I know you haven't seen this.
Okay, Reggie, whip it out. They were just, man, Nintendo's golden age was crazy because they were just dropping consoles yearly. Do you remember, like, this is insane. These dates are back to back to back. One year they released like a new Game Boy that was hot and it flipped and it was awesome. And then the next year they released a fucking DS with Wi-Fi support. Are you fucking kidding me? That's disgusting.
It's Game Boy Micro.
Dude, why did they gasp like someone just whipped their dick out? Oh! Okay, all right.
It's Game Boy Micro.
It's so cute! Yeah! Yeah, you have to have the best eyes. I never knew about the Game Boy Micro. This is so sick.
Game Boy Micro. Just a hair bigger and about 2/3 the weight of an iPod mini.
Oh my god!
But this little package plays every Game Boy Advance game you own.
See, the thing is, like, why would you need this? I have a regular size Game Boy. It's backwards compatible with everything that I own. Why the fuck would I buy this? What's the selling point?
It is not new technology, but it is a brand new look. A new look in the sense that it has the best and brightest screen we've ever put in a handheld.
Hot!
A new look in the sense that no matter how tight your jeans, it'll still fit in your pocket.
The days of the skinny jean.
And the fact that you can customize it in any way you want with a wide array of faceplates.
Those faceplates were just Windows desktop backgrounds.
This fall, Micro represents yet another morphing of the Game Boy brand. This time to the image-conscious consumer. It's not a successor to Game Boy Advance or Nintendo DS, but rather a further extension of portable play. If competitors don't like our 2-to-1 advantage, dominating market share with both SP and DS, well, I've got bad news, because we just made it 2.5 to 1.
This is so violent. If the competitors don't like that we're the baddest bitches in town, they're really not gonna like this. I don't know, I thought that was good. I have not 12-year-olds getting carpal tunnel from gaming with their Game Boy Micro too hard. Yeah, it's literally this big. But it's so cute. It's so cute, guys. I mean, the faceplates are ugly as fuck, but it's cute as hell. Remember having a phone smaller than that? What else does he say? Does Reggie still work there?
A new way to play Game Boy. Wi-Fi internet means a new way to play.
Help, I have icy hot in my ass. Helps, they told me to not put icy hot in my ass, but I didn't listen. No one said that. I don't know who made that quote, but they need to have their mod abilities removed because I never said that. That is not you just did. No, I didn't. I did not say that. When the fuck did I say I have icy hot in my... Who said that? That wasn't me. You're just giving me random quotes that I didn't fucking say, chat. I did? One, if you remember me saying that on the 10th of January. Not today, because I just read it out loud. One, if you remember me saying that on the 10th of January. What the fuck? We can pull the VOD? Pull it out then. Whip it out because it didn't happen. Dome, thank you so much for the 3 months. The unadulterated gaslighting from the street. It didn't happen, Dome, okay? It didn't happen, JS. Sorry, thank you, Dome, for the 3 months. I don't know why I yelled at you, I'm sorry. Back to this.
DS. But to repeat at heart,
look how tiny it is. It's so cool. Okay, anyways, so Game Boy Micro was a thing. It only sold 2.42 million units. Still a lot. Like, honestly, that's pretty good. I wonder how many they made. You can make yourself lactate delirious. That's true. I need to call you on my way to the vet about this funny story. Yeah, call me. Can I? Okay, hold on. Can I say it on stream or what? Or can I have you be on stream? Okay. Yes. The answer is yes. Great. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Posterome forever. I hope the dog is good. Me too. Apparently he's great, chat. Apparently he's great. All right, moving on. We also have the Nintendo DS Lite, which I had one of these. I had this in pink. The DS Lite was the first revision of the DS. The model released just under a year and a half after the initial launch of the DS. So they're dropping them every year. Chat, they're dropping them yearly. That is unhinged. That's insane. Don't you still have it? Yeah, I have it in the other room. That yearly drops is crazy, especially when it looks this much hotter. Like, look at the OG. Then look at this. The OG. Then this. It's way nicer. The model released under a year and a half after the initial launch of the Nintendo DS, and it brought a few changes to the fold. First, the Nintendo DS Lite is slimmer and lighter than its predecessor. The screens are also noticeably brighter than the standard DS. They made it way better. Nintendo was just working. Just like Disney had its golden age in the 90s, Nintendo had its golden age in the 90s to the, to 2010, I would say. Pokemon games were dropping like crazy. Okay, they had tons of Pokemon games coming out. They had tons of other games coming out. They're dropping consoles yearly. They're killing it. The Lite equals better. Yeah, it was way better. Flame Girl, thank you for the follow. DSi lost aura, but the DSi XL brought it back. I didn't have a DSi. I don't think you needed it, you know, if you had this. Okay. Then we have the Wii. Wow, the Wii came out in 2006? Oh my god, that's insane, chat. It's 20 years old. This was such a hot console? I can't believe that. 2006 is wild. This was the coolest console ever. I remember when the technology came out, people were freaking out. Like, I had a neighbor who had one of these when they first came out, and I was, like, so excited about it because you could just move the wand around, and it just worked automatically wirelessly. And everyone was like, holy shit, that's so crazy. What the fuck? It was such a cool thing. Oh, she called. My bad. I'm calling you right now, Steph. I'm calling you right now. Hi, Besticle.
Oh my god. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you great. Chat, do you hear her? All right.
Okay.
I think they hear you.
I messaged you when I was getting gas, but let me tell you what happened. I'm driving on the way to the vet right now. I had to tell you in real time because I was like, oh my god. Okay, so at my house in Georgia, I don't know what it is, but I get solicitors all the fucking time.
Okay.
Like, I'm talking like every day. People either want to buy my house or it's like exterior companies. They're like always like, it's so old.
They're in your ass, yeah.
They are up my asshole. So I used to be like, let them do their spiel, and then I go, oh no, meaning my house is fucking brand new on the outside, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, if you looked at my house, you'd be like,
Kate,
oh, that must be a new build. Oh my god, get out of my way.
Thank you for the 30 months. I appreciate that, Kate.
So, then this guy comes. I used to be like, then I slowly got away from being like really nice. So be like, hey, I don't have time to talk. Bye. You know, I take their card. Now, this time, I'm like trying to get Mabel into her spot. I'm trying to get Ollie, you know, to go lay down so I can put on my shoes because they get anxious when I put my shoes on. I'm freaking out. The guy's banging on he doesn't just ring my doorbell. He fucking like, I have like a glass door and then like wood frame around it. He bangs on the glass and it has the blinds inside. It's like that hard. I was like, what the fuck? So I open the door.
Rude.
My dogs are freaking out. You know, Mabel freaks out with new people.
Yeah.
And he's like, hi. And I see his outfit and it says like the exterior company, like head to toe, blah, blah, blah. He has a clipboard. And I say, get off my property. Leave me the fuck alone. And I slam the door in his face. I've never been this rude.
Honestly, Steph, who's slamming on a glass door that is unhinged?
Exactly. That door, by the way, brand new door. I've had it maybe 4 months. Not even.
That's unhinged. Anyway, that's honestly unhinged.
I was pissed. So I get the dog settled, put on my shoes. I go to my car. This is maybe 5 minutes after this, right? Their neighborhood is like middle class, like middle to middle lower class.
Okay.
Like normal working people.
Yeah.
Around the bend though is this like real. It's like the sore of the neighborhood. It's like the kids are insane. They have like, I'm not trying to be mean, but like they have like a bunch of fucking kids that always run around naked. There's shit in the front of their yard. They don't take care of the house. The house is like, they literally have like duct tape on their siding. Like it looks like a crack house. Like I'm not kidding. It's around the bend. Like you go out of my cul-de-sac around the thing. So yeah, so I don't have to see it, but I know it's there. So I go around the bend where it is. I had my windows cracked because it was hot because of the sun. I had my windows cracked, and I hear, rah, 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 rah. I was like, what the hell? Like, who is yelling? I get around the bend, and I see the lady out on, like, in front of her house with a baseball bat, and I hear her clear. I put the window down more. I hear, you motherfuckers come here every day, you fucking, I'm gonna kill you. And she has her bat, and she's like swinging. I am not even exaggerating, Em. She is freaking out, and there's like 3 guys running to that exterior. It was like a company car. Like
oh SUV. My god.
Like wrapped Tahoe in the brand of the guy that just came to me, and he's running into the car. It was awesome.
Honestly, it serves him fucking right for showing up and like trying to pander his shit to everybody. That's so annoying.
Yes.
Oh my god.
And I was like, because I started in that 5 minutes before I left, I was like, you know what? I was being really rude. I've never been that rude. I feel so bad.
You are nothing compared to her.
Exactly. I was like, I am actually really, really nice. Like compared.
No, like, Steph, honestly, he had no right to your time. I think people who like come to people's doors and do that shit are really fucking annoying. Like it's just obnoxious. It is scummy. And also for him to be like rapping on your fucking brand new glass door as hard as he was, that's just fucking rude.
Yes. And like my house, it's a little small, but it's very well taken care of. You can obviously like the house has brand new siding, brand new windows, brand new doors, like blah blah blah. Like obviously, I don't need any work done.
Yeah.
Like, are they now just harassing me because I just got all this work done? Like, what is happening? Like,
I think they just have to go to every single house in the neighborhood per their company or whatever. Like, and then they have to like write it down. Like, I don't even know.
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna hire that lady because that guy's never going back to her place again.
Fags.
I mean, this lady is like a bigger lady. I mean, she was with like, it was like a cartoon pajama. I couldn't really tell what it was, but her titties were slinging. Her hair was crazy. She had her baseball bat. She was like in her slippers running after them. She's like, "You get off my fucking property." It was like a Jerry Springer episode. It was awesome.
That's amazing. Honestly, good for that lady.
She is my new hero. I had to tell you in my mind. I was like, whoa. Like this.
Yo, you should leave her. Don't like go to her door and tell her, but you should leave her a letter that says, "I saw how you handled the solicitors. Well done."
Yes.
Like literally do that, because that honestly, she'd probably appreciate that.
Queen energy. I swear to God, she's a queen. But yeah, I thought you would like that story.
That's amazing. Thank you for sharing that with us. Everyone's laughing, by the way. People are saying, "I aspire to be as badass as that lady. Give her some cookies. Georgia women built different. Solicitors are the worst."
Georgia women are built different. Like they're either like so nice that you get taken advantage of,
Aww.
or they're so like brutal and badass that everyone fears them. There's no in between.
I love that. That's amazing. That's awesome.
It's great. All right, I'll let you get back to it.
You're a mix of both depending on the day.
Honestly, yes. I used to be very much the people pleaser. It was like 90% people pleaser, but then you'd piss me off and it'd be, now it's like 70-30.
And that's how you should be. You should be more for yourself, because people pleasing doesn't do anything but hurt us. All right. Anyways, you have a good trip. Be safe, please. Hope Kenny's good. And then call me whenever you want. I'm always here.
I'm literally ready. I just have to, like, when I get home, I just got to throw on the thing.
Okay.
And I'll be good to go.
Yay. Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah.
I'll see you in a bit.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
I'll see you in a bit. Bye.
Bye. That's my best friend. You found the ice. Okay, well, share the clip, because I don't believe that I said that. I do not believe that I said that. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I didn't say it. There's icy hot in my ass. Ow, Yue, your nails, they hurt. They hurt. As lube. Do not use Tiger Bomb as lube. Icy hot inside your body. Oh my god. Somebody said it in chat. Icy hot in my ass. Sorry. Help. They told me not to put icy hot in my ass, but I didn't listen. Okay. Do not use Tiger Bomb as lube. Yue, what do you think? Icy hot inside your body. Oh my god. Somebody said that in chat. I have icy hot in my ass. Sorry. Help. They told me not to put icy hot in my ass, but I didn't listen. Yup. Yue, what is this? What is this on you? Hold on, chat. She's got something on her. Yue. What the hell are we doing? Yu, what is this sticky? I'm sorry, honey. I can't get it out without hurting you. So I'm not going to get it out until I have scissors later. She's so cute. You guys want to see her? This is Yu. After the moon spirit, yeah. This is Yue. She lost her eye to save the world. Show them your lack of eye. She's cute, right? You're the cutest girl in the world. Yeah. She's so cute. She's the best girl. Aren't you the best girl? Look at her. cute, chat. Oh, honey. Are you the cutest girl? Yes. Okay, she can go now. Honey, I gotta put you on the ground now. Oh no, okay. I won't put you on the ground. You can stay on my lap. I got her. Alright, you. We're gonna look at more info. Okay, the Wii was the best. One in chat if you had a Wii. Go ahead if you had a Wii, I wanna know. My mom just saw the cat. Aw, thank you, Allie. Tell her she's got great taste in cats. Okay, everyone had a Wii. I never had a Wii U. Ledger, what's up? Thank you for the follow. Okay, so this came out in 2006, which I can't believe, man. That's wild. That's 20 years ago. That's insane, chat. 20 years ago. Then we had the DSi. I never had the DSi. Made a few changes to the DS, acting as the second major revision of the model. It added 2 cameras, one on the hinge inside and one on the outside panel, which were utilized in games and in certain software. The SD card was also added to provide additional storage for downloaded games. Oh, yeah. They also got rid of the GBA slot. Yeah. Wii U 8 down. I'm older than the Wii by 2 years. I have 2. I never had a Wii. My uncle has a Wii. My uncle had a Wii. Sorry. I'm a nerd. I had all of these. Sorry. You know how British people call pissing weeing? Sorry. I'm reading what you guys are saying and I'm thinking about it like you're talking about piss. So. Then we have the Nintendo DSi XL, which I also didn't have. 2009, a year later. Wow, a year later. They always did that. They would release something and then they'd be like, "Oh yeah, if you're not broke, then you can get a second one." It was 1 year later. Honey, I'm sorry. I'm just going to get this thing out. I'm sorry, honey. I don't mean to hurt you. There's like a little thing and it's stuck to her skin. Sorry, you. I have to do it. There you go, look. See, I got it off. Aww, I had to pull her hair. Are you okay? My GameCube broke on the day the Wii came out. Sold all my GameCube discs knowing the Wii still played them. Def was a flop. The Wii U? Yeah, I never got one. Thank you, Reed. You're so sweet. Yeah, I tried to show her. She always knows when I help, though. It's actually crazy. The other day she had a little mat by her butt, like literally by her butt. And typically, if you go near a cat with scissors, they're like, "Oh, what the fuck you doing? Getting away from me! Get away from me right now!" But I guess I touched where the mat was, and normally when you touch where she's in pain for any reason, she runs away. And the mat would upset her when I would touch it before that. And then I brought the scissors to it, and she just like immediately understood that I was helping her. And she just stayed perfectly still and she let me cut it out. And I had to like put my scissors against her butt to get the mat off. And she was cool with it. It was crazy. Anyways, cats are wild. I never did either, your cosplay. So thank you, Ledger. Versus Bagheera would always think, cats are honestly scary smart. They are. My other cat is really dumb though, because he would immediately think that I was trying to stab him to death. Okay. Larger model of the DSi that launched a year after the main model. It was larger. Who had a DSi? Did anyone in chat have a DSi? Then the 3DS. When this came out, I was the happiest girl in the world, okay? I had one of these the first day. They didn't have enough blue ones, so I couldn't get the blue one, but I got the gray version. There's a gray version and there's a blue version, and I got the gray version. I wanted the blue one, but they didn't have any more. I got the DSi XL as a replacement. I traded in all my other games to get this. Gray Squad. I had the gray. Nice. This shit was fire. It was so good, UA. You have no idea. You'll never understand. You're too young. Anyways, it was a successor to the Nintendo DS line, offering a wide variety of new features, games, and hardware. The key feature of the 3DS was the 3D capabilities, which were powered by stereoscopy, so no eyewear was required. This is the same tech that was used in the Virtual Boy, which only lasted on market for 1 year. The 3DS was a massive upgrade from the DS, with major impressive titles like Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds, Fire Emblem Awakening, and Super Mario 3D Land. This shit was fire. It was so good. I never I never used the 3D though. I like almost never used it. I used it sometimes, but like I feel like it made me dizzy. Yeah, I used it for a little bit and that was it. You loved your 3DS? It was so good. You had the red and black one? The red and black one was nice. Okay. Then we have the 3DS XL, which I got. I got the pink one. I don't have it anymore. I would trade in all of my old stuff. 2012. So literally 14 years ago, chat. 14 years ago, this shit came out. 15 years ago, this came out. That's insane. The Wii U is the successor to the Nintendo Wii, featuring an all-new gamepad controller. The controller featured a screen and could be used to play titles off the TV. That's so cool. All previous Wii games, accessories, and controllers were compatible with the system. Do you guys think that the Wii U is the predecessor to the Switch? Or no? What do you guys think? Do you think the Switch exists because the Wii U existed? So it was a Switch. Just bad marketing? Feels like it could be. I never got it because it looked like it was too chonks. It looked so chonks. I didn't like it. I was like, I can't carry that shit around. So I never got it. And then the Wii Mini, I didn't get this either. 2012. Damn, they dropped so much that year. They dropped the 3DS XL, they dropped the Wii U, and then they dropped the Wii Mini. Wild to drop two different versions of the Wii at the same time. There was a Mini. Yeah, there was a Mini. It was the evolution from needing the console part to being a dockable playing screen. Smaller, lighter Wii unit that was released at the very tail end of the Wii's life cycle. Wii Mini featured a top-facing disc drive, which was a huge departure from the standard Wii. Additionally, it removed support for GameCube, Wi-Fi connectivity. The console launched in Canada during 2012. Only in Canada? Huh? It launched in Canada, chat, before the US and Japan. Oh, no. It launched in Japan, probably, and Canada. And Europe and the US. Look at this cat, man. Look at this cat. Look at this thing. Why are you so cute? It's so cute. You're the best baby. Oh, guys. She's looking at me so lovingly. Help. This is so cute. You're a good girl. He's such a cute kitty. Whee! Oh my gosh. If it's not, it's still badass. I didn't get any contacts, no. Alright, then the 2DS, which I thought this was so stupid when this came out. Did anybody get this? Nobody got this, right? This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. They were on a weird roll. They released so many weird things. Like the Wii U, the Wii Mini, and then the 2DS all at once. Yeah, because it was cheaper. Look at this thing. What the fuck is that? Like, what is that? I was forced to get one. 2D content. This device removed the 3D capability. Flattened out the console to a square shape. You could play all 3DS titles except for no 3D. It lost a lot of sound quality. So weird. Ew. It came out on my birthday. Very weird, though. Like, super fucking weird. Oh, thank you, Speed. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thanks for the nice words. Then we have the new Nintendo 3DS. I don't remember this being a thing. Does anyone know what this is? Guys, I don't remember this. Does anyone remember this coming out? I don't remember this at all. This wasn't real. This didn't come out. What are they doing? When did this happen? This wasn't real. What the fuck? Did anyone have this? Offered significant upgrades to the standard 3DS with new controls, features, and platform support. They added the C-Stick, ZR, and ZL buttons, and NFC support for Amiibo. With the new Nintendo 3DS launched across Japan, Australia, and Europe in late 2014 to early 2015, North America didn't get it till September 25th, 2015. So a whole year later, basically. That's so weird. I had the XL. Jeffrey, what's up? Welcome in. Joffrey. Jam, thank you for the follow. Thank you, Ledger. Thank you, Uncle Bad. You the XL. I had the XL and I had the regular. Okay, now that she's gone, I need to quickly remove all hairs from my body before they fly into the air and then immediately into my eyeballs and mouth. I love you. This is how it works. This is how it works having a cat. It's a hazard. You are covered in shit all the time. You have to be violent and vigilant in getting all of it off of you. She's now playing with the hair. Okay, we're good now. Great. I have the original DS. It's never a win situation. I have 2 cats and a German Shepherd. Nice. Okay, this didn't happen. You can't prove to me that this was real because I've never seen this before in my life. I have 3 cats. This wasn't real. This didn't happen. The new Nintendo 3DS XL. What the fuck is going on? Hello? I remember the big screen. I do remember a gigantic screen, but I remember it from... This one had a gigantic screen. Brother, what the fuck? So same deal. Larger version of the revised 3DS model. I will say they did have the 3DS for years and years. Like, there was so many games that came out for this shit. 2011 to like 2016. She's eating the hair. She's yanking it off my head. Help. I have forayed past the DS. 3DS XL is the final version, I believe. UA, I'm gonna die. You have to stop. Okay, anyways. What did I just do? Okay, anyways. Let go, You can't have that. They have a lot of collectible versions for the 3DS too. Thank you, Weez. You're so sweet. Nice to meet a fellow Canadian. Have a nice day. I have the new 3DS XL. Oh, you have that? No shot. Yeah. Okay. Major update to the 2DS. Wait, what? What? Sorry. I missed a lot. Okay. Nintendo Switch 2017. How am I so out of the loop right now? If I had to list off all of the updates to the Nintendo systems, I would have gone like DS Lite, 3DS, 3DS XL, and then I would have forgotten everything else. Okay, Nintendo Switch in 2017. Makes sense. Fully realized version of the vision of the Wii U and the completely propelled Nintendo to the top of the best. Yes. Switch operates as both the home and a portable console with the ability to play games wherever you go. My cat is on my hair again. The same grand experiences you're used to on consoles can be played in a park, on a plane, or in your bed. This was the best system aside from the GameCube and the DS. This shit was fire. This shit was so fire. When this popped out, oh my god. See, I'm mad that it took them so long to update it because it was like literally 8 years. 8 years until the new Switch 2. But I really like the Switch 2. Make sure to charge your Switch for that long for the Japan flight. I should, you're right. I think I want to download Pokemon and actually finally play it. What up, Hawk? How you doing? After releasing a console like every year, I use my Switch daily. The Switch is the best. I went through probably 2 or 3 different consoles, to be fair. And then they have the new Nintendo 2DS XL, which came out in 2017. Interesting that they would still release this. right after the Switch. Most planes have power outlets these days. Don't you think that's interesting, chat? I'm playing Super Mario Galaxy. I want to get that too. I've never played it. Isn't this interesting to you? Additions to this model include an analog stick, shoulder buttons, amiibo support, and more. It's kind of a hot design, though. I mean, it's the same thing. The Switch Lite, yeah, this came out. A shrunken version of the Switch. This was a good design. People wanted this, but yeah, I mean, this was a good design. I think it was great. A 2DS that folded, yeah. There's one 2DS, they released a whole 2DS XL for what? Yeah, I know, exactly. I have an old Switch Lite. I mean, I know one person that had a 2DS. Literally one. Okay, they cut costs. Then we have the Nintendo Switch OLED model in 2021. Makes sense. This was fire. I got one of these. They're great. I like this a lot. When they dropped this, I was really happy because honestly, the screen needed it so bad. Name the light switch. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, that's so funny. Derek, that's crazy. Legends CA on a 12+ hour flight to Japan is necessary. I think it's a good idea. I had a Switch Lite and then it broke, so I got the OLED. The OLED was really good. The summer they released the Switch 2, literally last year. No shot. No shot. The Switch 2, fire. I really like my Switch 2 a lot. I really like my Switch 2 a lot. It's such a good device. I like it a lot. I think it's great. Very expensive, but great. Very, very expensive, but very good. What was your favorite console, chat? What was your number one? Your number one fave. If you had to take one and get rid of everything else. Besties, remind me to play Switch 2 next time I ask what I should play. Yeah, you should play some more Switch 2. Definitely a vibe. The no games part, GameCube. I know who you are from Arcane, Jinx. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Thanks for the stream. Bye, Lava. Have a great nap. My Switch Lite right now. Your Switch Lite? Interesting. PS2, PS5, PS2. Okay, I had a Xbox 360. I didn't have a PlayStation until, when did I get a PlayStation? PS4. Yeah. I got the PS4 when that came out. When did the PS4 came out? Did the PS4 come out? 2013? Apple Beef, what's up? The PS4 came out in 2013? Are you fucking serious? That's unhinged. The PS5's 6 years old. The PS5 feels brand new to me. Dude, the PS5 feels brand new to me. The PS4 was so good. Yeah, I loved my PS4. This shit was fire. What a hot console. Like, it's actually so pretty. I really like that console a lot. It was a goodie. It was a goodie. I had a not a PS. I had an Xbox 360, but the Red Ring of Death scared the shit out of me. I remember my friend had the Red Ring of Death on her Xbox 360, and she had to send her Xbox in, and I think she had to buy a whole new one. And it was just a nightmare situation. Do you guys remember the Red Ring of Death or no? PS5 feels new, and I've heard them enough. I heard them talking already about a PS6. When does that come out? Welcome back, Sane Girl. It's good to see you. Good for you. Be safe. I'm glad you're doing a stationary indoor bike. Very smart. I do. My brother used to fix them all the time. The Red Ring of Death? Really? Wild. S'mores, thank you for the follow. Thank you, Shadow. I think you're thinking of Xbox and Nintendo. My first console was an N64. Fire. I've never had the Red Ring of Death. Okay, 1, if you remember that being a thing. 2, if you don't. They apparently delayed the PS6 because of AI. Because of AI? PS6. I'm looking it up. Next gen console watch. There's literally info from today. What's going on? 2029? Analyst predicts PS6 launch likely in 2029 as Sony extends the PS5 lifecycle. They're delaying the launch beyond 2028, according to a new analyst forecaster. Honestly, fair. Straight up, fair. Fair. I don't even know what the red ring of death means. Kristen, there was a time when if you had an Xbox 360, when did the Xbox 360 come out, guys? Xbox 360 release. 2005? Bitch, shut the fuck up. Damn. I did not get it on release. I want to be so clear. I did not. That did not come out on, I did not get that on release. So there was a time when the Xbox 360 was like the hottest console ever. Am I wrong? My friend had it and I didn't have one and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. Until I got one later on. But the Xbox 360 was super cool. Everyone wanted it. But when you had it, there was this problem that would occur sometimes where, I'll show you. Xbox 360 Red Ring of Death. Man, it was so iconic. When you booted it up on occasion, there was a technical issue which would cause, it would boot up to green, but it would cause this thing called the Red Ring of Death. And instead of booting up to green, you'd get this red situation and it wouldn't boot. And it was just, that was it. And it just meant it was dead. How can you fix it? You had to send it in. And they would try and repair it. But it was a nightmare. It was a general hardware failure, I guess. But it was called the Red Ring of Death. And it meant you needed to send it back. My Xbox, there was so many technical issues with this console. My Xbox would just tear up CDs, like discs. I don't know why. It just decided it would rip them up. So I had to have it on its side, because if I had it standing up, it would tear up the disc. But if I had it on its side, it'd be fine. Most times it was impossible to fix. Yes. I think we got a red ring, Beverly. Beverly? Who's Beverly? We got a red ring, Beverly. Beverly, it's over. Beverly, lock in. It's fucking over. I love the 360 and all her faults. I had it on its side. That's why I like PS5. Guys, I think we're going to try and get another ending in Hellmart, by the way, before we start with Steph today. I meant before. GTA 5 on the Xbox 360. That shit was fire. I remember my friends would come home from school and they would just play GTA, but I wasn't allowed to get it because I was too young. My parents wouldn't let me get the game. Beverly, we are fucked. Beverly, we're cooked. Never had the red ring, but the CD tray stopped moving. Couldn't insert or eject games. Steph will be ready in an hour, guys. Very exciting. Yay. Thank you. Want to see my costume? Guys, my neighbor might come over to see my costume. She's gonna watch the kitties while I'm gone in Japan. The fact that GTA 5 came out in on the 360 is crazy. When did GTA 5 release? GTA 5 release date. 2013! 2013! 13 years ago! Bitch, there's fucking teenagers that were born when GTA 5 came out. There's teenagers that were born when GTA 5 came out. Just know. That's crazy. That's fucked. Just so you know how long it's been. That's a long time. It's crazy. Brother, it's like when you think about Skyrim. Skyrim came out in like 2011, right? Skyrim release date. I remember my friend. I had this friend. She loved anime and she loved gaming too. And she'd come over. Her name was Emily. She was awesome. Except she was like really spoiled, okay? She was like really, really spoiled. Like she was an only child. Her parents were rich and they got her whatever she wanted whenever she wanted it. Like it was devastating for me. Because I was like, I would be like that kid looking through the window watching people have fun outside. Like the SpongeBob meme where he's looking through the window and he's watching everybody have a good time. That one. That was me. So I would watch her having a great time. Anyways, she was like really hyped for Skyrim's release. And of course, when I was a kid, I wasn't allowed to just have any games that were rated R or any games that were rated for a certain age because I was a kid and there was no way I was gonna get that shit. But when Skyrim was announced, like, there was no shot. She was so excited about it. She was talking about it. I got really hyped for it, and I asked my parents, and they went, absolutely the fuck not. There's no way. Nope. You're not getting that game. You're not playing that game. And then eventually I got that game, and I played that game. I think I asked my dad enough times, and then he ended up getting it for me. And I remember coming home from school every single day, playing Skyrim like an addict. Like a drug addict. It was a problem. I'm Gen X. You can't make me feel old. I've been feeling old since I was a kid. Wait, when were you born? My first M-rated game was MGS3. I think mine was Skyrim. Which is crazy considering how tame Skyrim is compared to other games. Yeah, but at the time, like, what was the rating? Skyrim age rating. 17 plus, bitch. 17 plus. You had to be a fully fledged adult. Yeah, my parents were like, there's no way. You're not touching that. You're not playing that. There's no shot. Don't even ask. And then eventually I asked enough that they were like, okay, fine. Sir War, what's up? I remember my friend Emily, she'd come over for sleepovers. We'd go in my unfinished basement. Can you please tell me if this is canon, like, for everybody, or if it was just me? We would have, in Canada, everybody's house has a basement, pretty much, like almost everybody's house. But we would go over to my house and we would go to my unfinished basement. We put like a blow up mattress on the ground, and then we would put like a sheet on the wall. And then we had my parents had this really shitty projector that my dad got from work and like borrowed one time. So he set it up for us against the sheet in the unfinished ass basement. Like we're inhaling like the pink shit in the walls, you know, insulation. We're like literally inhaling insulation. We're on the cement floor with like a fucking blow up mattress, and we're just watching this like theater situation. And we were watching, we watched anime. It was awesome. It was fucking awesome. Forbidden Cotton Candy? Yeah. Dude, it was the best times. Did anybody else do this? I'll never forget the Skyrim release date. I got dumped by an ex a couple days before, and I dove into Skyrim as soon as I got it. I played all day, and she called me that night, and I think I missed the chance to get back together because I was too busy playing Skyrim. Honestly, way better use of your time. Way better use of your time. You did the right thing. You should not have gotten back together with her. That would have... Imagine how little time you would have played Skyrim for. And you know what you still appreciate to this day? Skyrim. You know what you don't appreciate to this day? Your ex. Think about that. Do you regret the gaming? I don't think you do. I don't think you do. My parents had my brother and I played Diablo 2 with them when I was 4, so I didn't give a fuck what other games we played. Nice. Man, Skyrim was the shit, bitch. The Skyrim was that bitch. My friends got me addicted to Battlefront when I went over to their house once. That game was goated. Battlefront's sick. I really like Battlefront. Insulation? You mean Forbidden Cotton Candy. Guys, help me. Look at this fucking mess. It's fine. It actually looks great. Battlefront? Star Wars Battlefront was so good that my parents had to put like a lock on the computer for it. Star Wars Battlefront was so good that my parents had to put like an hour lock on the computer so I could only play it for an hour. It was that good. They're going to have to do a lot to live up to Skyrim when Elder Scrolls... They're never going to release it. They're never releasing it. I made a Khajiit character for an ex because she liked cats in Skyrim. I recently started... Dude, I gotta play Skyrim again. It might be time for me to lock into Skyrim one more time. It's been since it came out. Like, I haven't played it. I haven't touched it. Nothing. Many friends of mine played Skyrim. I got stoned and watched because I was bad at it. Why were you bad at it? You can't be bad at Skyrim. Can you be bad at Skyrim? Which version? There was 5 of them now. There's like 10 different versions. Skyrim has been re-released every single year since it first came out. Elder Scrolls 6 will not release before the heat death of the universe. Why are you guys so funny? What the fuck? That's actually just facts. That game's not coming out. If you think it is, you're wrong. Yo, 0001991. Thank you for the follow. Chat, who is this guy? If you're a real person, can you talk? Brother, what the fuck is this username? Who is this? Is this a secret agent? Are you spying on me? Am I going to hell? It's not their mobile number. There's no way. No, doesn't make sense. Okay, mobile number. Nope. The robots are here. Games that will never release. Elder Scrolls 6 and Half-Life 3. Bro, watch GTA get another pushback. Skyrim releases more than some men and most women. What does that mean? My favorite game from my childhood was Rampage on the PS2. Hey, can I get a hands up of how many ladies are in the chat right now? One in the chat if you're a lady. Look up how many releases Skyrim's had for this 3. I don't want to know. That's a lot. One in the chat if you're a lady. Okay. Can I share an embarrassing story? Is everybody 18 plus in here? What's up, Melissa? What's up, Leafy? What's up? What's up, Space Gnome? What's up, Haley? Okay, everybody needs to be 18 plus. If you're under 18, you have to leave. Do you understand? If not, leave. Leave right now. I'm not gonna protect you. All right, so I had this ex that I thought, like, this is a long time ago, but I thought I was gonna marry this ex, okay? I thought I was gonna marry this ex. I feel like this is a real problem, and I think that people need to talk about it. No, I'm scared. I'm nervous to talk about this. I'm nervous to talk about this. Do you know how, like, guys finish every time, right? You know how guys finish every time? Well, right. Well, mostly, right? Right? Mostly, it's easy. This was a 4-year relationship. I didn't one time. I want you to know, I did not one time. In the 4 years. Dead serious. And I literally thought I was gay. I was like, what am I doing? I was like, why don't I like this stuff? Anyways, so just, yeah. Yeah, it was bad. Damn, is my pussy gay? Damn, is my pussy gay? That's the craziest line. This is my favorite line. Damn, is my pussy gay? Yo! Oh my god, I remember after I broke up with him, right? After I broke up with him, he said, you're gonna come crawling back in a few months. And I went, no, I won't. And then after that, we met up like probably 4 months later just to have a catch-up talk. We met up and he was like trying to woo me back into like dating him. He's like, yeah, we're made for each other, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, there's no fucking shot. Like, absolutely not, bitch. There's no shot. There is no shot. There's no way. It's just not happening. Never in the history of time will that ever happen. And I'm sorry, but no. The clit is great, so why is it hidden? The best line. My first boyfriend was borderline ABU. I'd never once in our almost 5 years did he ever make me arrive. Why are we suffering? Why are we suffering? Can we talk about, hold on. Can we talk about, can we just not, I'm gonna need all the men in the chat to lock the fuck in. I'm gonna need all the men in the chat to lock the fuck in. Every man in this chat. You need to make sure, and woman, the girlies need to arrive multiple times. And if you can't figure it out, then, and you don't like it, then you need to stop. You're not committed. You're not committed. You're not committed to the cause. You're not committed to the cause. And you better like it. And if you don't, you're not committed to the cause, or you don't like her very much, or you're selfish. Period. Sorry, I'm just saying. I feel like this needs to come out of my body. I think I'm doing it right. I don't want to know. I'm sorry. You don't even start before she... Yeah, that's what I'm saying! Speaking of that ex who dumped me before Skyrim came out, she's the kind of woman who had so many religious hang-ups and hated getting touched or receiving... Okay. Damn. I mean, well, she has a kid now, so... He was selfish. Brother, guys, when we broke up, I'm dead serious. When we broke up and I kicked him out, I checked his like side drawer to get rid of anything else that was his. He had a spray in the side drawer that was supposed to desensitize him. I'm telling you that it lasted 60 seconds every time. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. I'm so serious. I'm dead fucking serious. I'm so fucking serious right now. That was a rough time. Those were dark days. Anyways, you dodged a major bullet. The girlies don't know what they don't know. That you do not know what you do not know. You found his rose toy. I mean, it would be fine if he had one of those. He could have whatever he wants. But anyways, moving on. What did he have? Yeah. That was wild. Sorry for all the TMI. I feel like we need to talk about this, though, because I feel like people don't talk about this, and I bet you there's a lot of girls that think this is normal. Also, you should never fake it. And the unfortunate truth is, like, a lot of women fake it all the time. The unfortunate truth is a lot of women fake it all the time. 60 whole seconds, man had stamina. I got so good at faking it, though. That's what I'm saying, bitch! Sorry. One in chat if you're a girl and you faked it. Okay, I never fake shit. Yeah, I've stopped doing that, obviously. They ain't faking that leg shit. Okay. Anyways. It's a lot harder for us guys. That's good, though. You shouldn't fake it. No one should ever fake it. But the fact that we had to, dark times. The fact that we had to, dark times. Dark fucking times. Anyways, I thought we should have this conversation because we're all adults here and we're all human beings. And you know what? At the end of the day, women suffer and I suffered, and we're not suffering anymore in 2026. We are not suffering anymore in 2026. And guys need to know how to act because a lot of guys learn from just bad information. Honestly, a lot of guys learn from bad info. You guys learn from the wrong things. You learn from the wrong things, and you need to learn right. You need to get right. You need to get it right now. Women's rights, that. Find the clit. Yeah. They be learning from the wrong info hub. Yeah, that. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Anyways, moving on. Sorry for the TMI. That was a great convo. Is everyone happy right now? I'm literally sweating. By the way. Hi, Perks. Welcome in. That made me so stressed. Like, actually, that made me so stressed to have that conversation, but I felt like it was my civic duty. I felt like I had to do it for all of you. Everyone here needed to know. Stop being bad. My fault. You're good, Jock. You're fine. You need to watch Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back. We're back on that PG shit right now. One line from that movie, I am the Clit Commander. I am the Clit Commander is crazy. Thank you, Nina. I had to speak up for the girlies, okay? Because I don't want people to go through the shit that I went through. What's your cosplay of? Some blue-haired bitch. I'm kidding. Well, she is blue-haired, though. But she's not a bitch. Jinx from League of Legends. Yes. In arcade. Christian, Minecraft server time. Yes, exactly. Wahoo! Okay, chat, I need to go to the bathroom so bad that I'm gonna cry. So who wants to be in charge of the chat? That's so cute. Who wants to be in charge of the chat while I'm gone? Does anybody want to be in charge of the chat? Tasha? Perk? Schlump? Okay. Sigh, fine. Okay, so I'm gonna let you fight for who's in charge. Whoever comes out on top, you can tell me when I get back. Okay, everyone go get your water. I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'm just gonna quickly go to the bathroom. 1 second. Schlump's in charge. Schlump could be in charge. Fight for it. All right, BRB. I have my headset on still. I have to take this off.
Work me like one of your French swords.
Hello? Hello? I'm back. What did I miss, chat? Girl. What did I miss, chat? Hello? How we doing? How's everybody doing? Everyone doing all right? Mod-approved crime time? You doing crimes? Ziggy, thank you for the 5 gifted. Sorry, it took me a while to get my pants off. It's not the most convenient fit. Okay? I'm also back. Had to go out and get my Flintstone gummy W's. www.flintstonegummy.com. www.dadass.com. Thank you, Alma. I dyed it. I just dyed my hair, and this is how it turned out. Hell yeah. I've been waiting to use this cosplay for a hot minute. Oh,
Work me like one of your
dude,
French
thank you for the
swords.
5 gifted. That's so sweet. Thank you so much. I love you, Du. You're so kind. Thank you, thank you. Du understands the assignment. You guys are so kind. Come on, shit. Oh, you got... Listen, you don't have to do crimes. Thank you, Du, for the 5. Thank you, Ziggy, for the 5. You guys are the best. Do we have a freaking hype train or what? Oh, no, I thought we did. It was just the sub alert. Thank you, guys. That's very nice. Uppies for uppies. You're so sweet. What game are you playing today? Corey, lots of games. We're playing every game. I think we're going to start with more Hellmark because it's been a hot minute. A hot minute is in. It's been 2 streams since I played it last. I beat it in one go, but there's 2 other endings. So I think what we're going to do is be just a fucking bitch to everybody, and we're also going to maybe work with the bad guy. I think that would be fun. It didn't work. Frick. What happened? I won't stop yelling. And the what? Like me? And the mods like me so they won't stop me? That emote for mods is crazy. That emote for mods is insane. Thank you, KMG. I appreciate that. Thank you. The day I can spell is the day pigs fly. This is true. Yeah, they do like you. They do like you a lot. Thank you guys for all the subs. That was very sweet of you. I do appreciate that a lot. Oh, we have an ad right now. You just saw this? Does anybody in chat want a sub? Because I'll give you a sub. I'll give the first person who doesn't have a sub who wants a sub right now. Let me have another bite. Nope, there's a lot of cat hair in here. Yep, it's now covered in cat. Okay. Well, I won't be eating that anymore. Let's see. Lazy, thank you for the 5. That's really sweet, Lazy. Thank you so much. That's really kind. Thank you so much, Lazy. Nomi, I'll give you one too. Leafy Rayleigh was the first to say anything. Leafy, I got you. Yo, thank you for the redeem. Thank you so much for the 5, Lazy. That's very sweet of you. All right. Let me give you one chip. Lizard. Let me give Let me give Let me give Nomi a little sub. Congratulations, Nomi. Hell yeah. Tasha Crimes. Lizard. W gifted. Thank you guys. I gifted to you guys. Hell yeah. Thank you so much, by the way, Lazy. That was very sweet of you. I do appreciate the subs. And thanks again, Du, and thank you again, Ziggy. All right. Nope. Okay, let's pull up some Hell Mart chat. You guys ready for a little hell? Little hell in this mart? Little hell in this mart? Backroom Santa? What the fuck is this shit? I never want to play that as long as I live. Backroom Santa. Veins. Red Dead Redemption 2 is like one of my favorite games of all time. And it will always be one of my favorite games of all time. That and then also God of War. The original God of War is like such a fire game. It's so good. Oh, InSim's friend made that? No way. Really? That's sick. Hi, Buzz. Welcome in. How you doing? They said drops are up on DVD today. Oh, is there? Should we play a little DVD? InSim's friend made Backroom Santa? Okay, so if InSim played it, it's probably great. Here, let me do a little... I'm going to do a little poll. I'll let you guys decide what we play. Should we play today? Did DBD. We can also do Hellmart. Cult of the Lamb. By the way, Pasta's coming in approximately 45 minutes-ish. And then once she's here, we're going to be doing cosplays together. We're going to be drinking together. We're also going to be playing Raft together. I have never played an entire game of Raft, not one time in my whole life. I don't know what we're doing. We're also going to be playing it for as long as we possibly can to see how far we can get, because we've never done that. And also we'll be drunk the whole time. Yeah. So that's the plan, guys. Raft is so funny. W. I love. If you want to see Pasta and I struggle in a survival game, that's gonna be the time. We're doing that today. So as soon as she gets back. Multiplayer Raft is a hoot. Hell yeah. I'm wanting to do this for a while. And then I think at some point, if we get to 1,350 subs, you guys can choose my lunch/dinner. You can choose my dinner. You're drinking then taking a flight a few hours later? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely I am. Hell yeah, I am. You better fucking believe it, bitch. Yep. Can't wait for you and Pasta to play. Dude, I'm excited too. It'll be sick. Yep, I'm gonna be smashed. I'm gonna go on the flight. I'm also gonna finish so we're gonna probably play for about 6 hours together. So that'll be about 8 hours into the stream. Then I'll have an additional 4 hours to stream before the end of the stream, right? So I'll be coming down on stream live with you guys. Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel. I seen a new game come out, like Repo, a bit with farting and pooping. Hello? I remember her saying it too, but I can't remember exactly. You know what? Actually, hold on 1 second. I just realized I should text Pig Poacher something. I'm gonna text Pig Poacher something really quick. I don't know if he's here. I don't think he is. Oh, you're here! I'm gonna message you really fast because I don't want to say it out loud. I'm only asking, Pig Poacher, because I'm not sleeping tonight, as it is. So I'm hoping maybe you can, and I think I need to get that back to them by tonight, and I don't have time. All right. Oh, Hellmart! All right! We're doing some Hellmart. Hellmart. A little Hellmart action. Let's do it. I'm gonna run a store. There's a couple characters we never saw, also. You said his name and he appeared? He's just the best editor in the world. So yeah, of course. You can summon him easily. Thank you, don't reply to this email. Appreciate that. Oh, I didn't tell you guys. Oh my God. Last night I thought I got hacked. Can I tell you that story really fast? Let me go grab, I have a coffee and then I'm gonna tell you about how I thought I got hacked last night. Let me go grab the coffee really quick. 1 sec, chat. It's in my other room. Un momento, por favor, merci. They said that they had pictures of me jerking off. I'm back. Hello, everybody. Hello. Okay, so I get this email, right? I get this email and it's from me. I get this email from myself. It's in my spam section, so it got flagged. There's also there's like a red symbol on it. So it looks like clearly there's something wrong with it. My email has identified and flagged it as being something strange. So I get this email. It's from me. It's in spam, right? And I'm like, hey, I emailed myself. When the fuck did I do that? And I open the email and I look in the like the notes area, like the message area, there's nothing. But there is an attached document. And in the attached document, I didn't open the attached document because I'm not going to open anything from like any random email. I'm just not doing that. So I open the email. I'm going to read it to you. I don't open the email. I open the email. I take a screenshot of the document. And when I say I screenshot the document, I mean I just like screenshotted it and then zoomed in. You can kind of see what the document says if you zoom in. So I zoom in on the document so I don't have to actually open it because I was scared I was going to get hacked. And it says this, chat. It says this. It says, "Hi there. I'm a professional hacker and I've managed to hack your operating system. Currently, I've gained full access to your account. In addition, I am secretly monitoring all of your activities and I've been watching you for several months. By the way, just so everybody understands, like, I am pretty sure I have a virus. Like, I'm pretty sure. I have, for some reason, my computer will turn itself on in the middle of the night on its own, and it will start, like, doing shit. And when I go to shut it down, it goes, you're going to lose progress on whatever it is you're doing if you shut down right now. So that, I'm pretty sure I'm actually hacked. I haven't actually fixed it because I think all they're doing is mining Bitcoin, and honestly, get it, girl. No, I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, anyways, I think it's mostly stopped recently, so I'm kind of not as concerned. Anyways, so, but this, I thought this was that for a second. I was like, holy shit, okay, it's the person that has hacked me. I've been watching you for several months. The thing is, your computer was infected with harmful spyware due to the fact that you had visited a website with porn content previously. So immediately I'm like, bullshit. Immediately I relax. I'm like, bullshit. Bullshit, I went to a porn site. Bull fucking shit, bitch. I have never done that ever on this PC. Not one fucking time, because I'm not stupid as fuck. Are you kidding me? Absolutely not. So I know it's a lie. And then I go through it, and I'm like, this person says, let me explain to you what that entails. Thanks to Trojan viruses, I can gain complete access to your computer or any device that you own. So I can see everything on your screen and switch on your camera as well as your microphone at any point without your permission. By the way, I have a like actual DSLR attached to my computer and there's no other camera. And to turn the DSLR on, you have to take off the screen like cover on the DSLR and then you have to like physically turn it on. Like, you can't just turn it on. So I'm like, again, this is all a lie. This is a wild approach. Guys, I've never jerked off. Stop. I've never once done that. You guys are all fucking weird, okay? I've never jerked off in my life. Obviously, look at me. Moving on. I can also see all of your confidential information as well as your emails and your chat messages. You may be wondering why your antivirus cannot detect my malicious software. I'm using a harmful software that is driver-based, and it refreshes its signatures on an hourly basis. I have made a video compilation, which shows on the left side scenes of you masturbating. While on the right, it demonstrates the video you are watching at the moment. And then it's a little happy face. And then the next line is, all I need is just to share this video to all your email addresses and phone contacts. And then I can also make public all your emails and your chat history. If you want to avoid this from happening, you're going to send me $2,200. And then they give me a Bitcoin address. Nice! Anyways. I know for a fact it's all a lie. They don't have a video of me doing shit. I'm fine. I checked my spam folder recently and had that one too. I've gotten that exact email twice. Yeah, these people are weird. But they spoof your email and they send it to you. Anyone, by the way, anybody can spoof anything and send it to you from anywhere. So, like, if you think you're getting an email from Obama, like, you're not, you know? If this ever happened to me, IRL, I'd just be like, yeah, sure, do it. Best reply to that is pierogi says no beta. What does that mean? They need a life? Speaking of pierogies, now I'm hungry for fucking pierogies. That'd be so good. That would be so good. I want a pierogi. I love a goddamn pierogi. Isn't this cup so fucking cute? So cute. I ordered from a new place. I work in a computer store and I have customers come in all the time in a panic asking about those emails. I feel really bad for elderly people because I can't tell what's real and what's not anymore. Like, I genuinely can't. I can't tell. You should tell all of your relatives and family friends right now that, like, all videos they see online are probably fake. Because someone could make a video of you being kidnapped and, like, it's believable, you know? 100%. You'd love Scammer Payback. I've watched some of their videos. I like their stuff. I once got a call from someone pretending to be 2 different fake sheriff's officers trying to arrest my dad and extort us out of money. What the fuck? My mom really likes AI slop. Thank you, Coco. I appreciate that. Thank you. That's sad. My neighbor thinks that, like, AI videos are real. She showed me a bunch of videos of cats. There are videos of cats, like, doing random things. Like, babies holding cats up against walls and, like, telling them to meow, and then they'd meow. And I didn't have the heart to tell her all that was fake. That's so fucked. AI animal videos. Yeah, they're everywhere. I get so many of you won these emails or from Walmart. Yeah, those are, yeah. Yep. I detect AI videos immediately. I stopped an old lady in Best Buy from buying a bunch of gift cards. She was on the phone with a scammer and I cursed them out in the middle of Best Buy. Fuck yeah. Good for you. Good for you. Oh no, I don't know who that is, Cynical. I killed her. Is Pasta cosplaying also? Yeah, she's gonna be cosplaying as someone very special. Pasta will be doing face cam and she will be cosplaying as someone incredibly special. You are not ready. You are not ready. My dad watches the AI voice reading Reddit stories. Nice. We need to institute a universal basic income and let AI work for us. Yeah. Yeah. The moment, I can't speak English today. Somebody help. My moment friend. What does that mean, Haley? Fell for the Twin Flames cult and was posting these AI Chris Martin videos because he's her twin. What's the Twin Flames cult? Hello? What is the Twin Flames cult? I'm looking this up. The Twin Flames cult. An online spiritual organization that has been widely described by former members, families, and media as a cult. Based in Michigan and run by Jeff and Shalea Devine. The group operates as a for-profit entity that promises to help followers find their twin flame, a destined perfect romantic partner, while coercing them into a dangerous and exploitative behaviors. Okay, the funny thing about that is this would make a great book. I'm sorry, this would make a great book. This is a great book. This is a really good book idea. It should not exist in person, like in real life. Also, if you believe that, I'm sorry, that's really dumb. That's really sad. Actually, it's just sad. That's not dumb, but it's just sad. That's sad. The group teaches that everybody has a divine twin flame, a soulmate. If a relationship is failing, TFU claims it is because the follower has not done enough inner work to heal. Okay. That's really manipulative and mean. Yeah, your relationship is failing not because your partner's abusing you, but because, or that you're not meant for each other, but because you actually haven't done enough healing work, and that's on you. You got to get it together, all right? He's beating you up because it's your own fault, I think. Yeah, it's your own fault. I think that's crazy. They're doing a Netflix thing on that. There is. That's cool. I got an email. My dad was kidnapped. I needed to pay a ton of money to get him back. My dad's been dead for years. What's crazy is that obviously more women fall for it. It's so sad. Are you doing reacts today? Yes. Probably when I'm drunk. So yeah, definitely. All religions. That's just really sad though. That's like really, really sad. It's an online community offering expensive tiered courses, coaching sessions, and an everything package costing thousands of... What's the everything package? Maybe we should do that on stream. But we won't tell them that I'm live. We could do it on stream. We won't tell them that I'm live and we could expose the cult publicly. Oh my god, that would be so cool. Sorry, maybe not. Forced and pressured into severing ties with family and friends. They pressure members to change their gender identities to align with the divine's heteronormative view of divine masculine and divine feminine roles. Followers are sometimes encouraged to pursue their twin flame even after being rejected, leading to stalking behavior and restraining orders. Blech. That's so weird. That'd be next level. The dark side of it all is that some of those people making the calls are actually kidnapped and forced to make the calls. This is a big issue in areas of Asia. Oof. I do some research to see if they retaliate for stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, I don't trust them. That's the only thing. Okay, I'm gonna say this properly. I'm gonna say something and I want you guys to listen carefully. I'm turning the music off for this. I have to watch how I say things. There are 2 people stalking me, okay? To my knowledge, there could be more. But right now, there are 2 people stalking me. One person I have a restraining order against, okay? One person I have a restraining order against. An actual restraining order against them. They make it really difficult for me to prove that it's them reaching out. And by the way, the restraining order, it's a restraining order that myself and my fiance have against this person. We both have a restraining order against this person. They make it really difficult to prove that it's them because they create new accounts all the time. And then they send messages with like really weird names. The other person, to my knowledge, like they followed me across the country to like show up to VidCon. And to my knowledge, they still reach out to me and they still watch my stuff sometimes. But to my knowledge, they're, based on what they said to me, they're homeless and wandering around Santa Monica looking for me. So that's the other one. So there's 2 people that are stalking. The one that has a restraining order, I don't think I've ever in my life felt like I'm scared that someone might try to kill me. The one that I have the restraining order against, I'm actually scared that they might try to do something. I hope that never happens, but I am actually scared. This person is crazy enough that I am scared that they would try something. Like genuinely, like I'm not kidding. So hopefully that never happens. I would be, and this is all to say, I probably would never actually do what I said about the Twin Flames cult because I don't want to die. And I don't trust anyone that's in a cult to not do crazy shit, you know? Yeah. Get as many Rottweilers as you can. I have 2 cats. They got this. That's so fucked up. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. It's pretty fucked up. But you know what? Welcome to life. It is what it is. What are you gonna do? It is what it is. What are you gonna do? There ain't nothing I can do. So that's it. That's what it is. I wouldn't hesitate to call your non-emergency line or your local police precinct and let them know. Let them know what though? Like, what do you want me to let them know? The thing is, like, if they reach out to me, the one that I have the restraining order against, then they go to jail. If they reach out to me, they go to jail. The problem is they're still reaching out, but they're doing it under different names, and it would take a lot of police time and effort to prove that it's them. So they won't do it, they won't look into it, because there's too many steps. So yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. So they should be in jail, but they're not. Baggy will fend them off. Yeah. Basically, the situation right now is it's our lawyers reaching out to this person's lawyer and being like, hey, can you get the stalker to stop stalking again? Can you remind them to not reach out to us so that we don't have to go to the cops? It's really awkward. It's such a weird situation. Yeah, like that you're genuinely concerned this person might actually try to hurt you. There's something seriously wrong with them. So yes, I do believe that. Sadly, cops usually don't care about stalkers unless a CEO is being threatened. Yeah. Last person to stalk me badly is banned in Ontario. Yeah. Interestingly enough, this person stalked me so much that they started streaming. I don't think I ever told you this. They started streaming and then they would just monologue to nobody. And I had to monitor their streams because I had to check and see if they were saying anything about me in their streams. So I had to like parse through their streams. I remember I was in a call with, I think it was Pasta. I was in a call with Pasta and I was like, yeah, I just have to go through all these streams to see if they're saying anything about me because we need to use it as evidence. But I thought that was the craziest thing. Yeah, it was really weird. Yep. And then, yeah, I don't know. The whole thing is super fucked. I don't know, man. It is fucked. I think as technology gets better and better, we're going to be able to tell who's sending anonymous messages. I think applications like Gmail and like other things like that will be able to show us like if the IP is the same. So instead of, and like iMessage, hopefully, they'll be able to tell us if the IP is the same. So we'll know if like, we know this person's IP, and if this account is also sending, if this IP is also sending it, it's the same IP, then we know that it's them. I don't know, but the burden of proof is pretty high. Yoicks, man, sorry you're dealing with that. It is what it is. What are you gonna do? That's the thing. I'm sorry, Em. I hope your peace of mind is healed. You're very kind. Don't worry about it. It's all good. I had a mild stalker for a while. Listen, I will say, the reality of being, I think this is something that a lot of women have to deal with, and a lot of men too actually have to deal with this. The reality is, unfortunately, there's like a certain amount of bullshit you're just gonna have to deal with in your life. Like, there's no, like, I don't think there's like a peace layer. You know what I mean? I don't think there's like a plane of peace where you actually just go through a peaceful period. I think you're just gonna have to deal with like a certain amount of bullshit constantly your entire life. And like, because I choose the job that I choose, which I love streaming, and I will always be here, because I do this, I just don't, I don't know. It's gonna be worse, and that's okay. They can probably do that now, but to get that data usually requires a subpoena from the police. Yeah. I had a mild stalker for a while. I mean, that's what we're gonna have to do eventually, because like we have the restraining order. There's been 4 or 5 different court dates, like literally 4 or 5 different court dates. I've been doing this for like 6 months now. The process, actually 5 or 6 months now is how long that court process has been. And there's been a lot of like obviously lawyer fees and everything like that. But it's just like, it's a lot. Is that wig heavy? Yes. Yeah, it is. Sadly, there's far too much bullshit built into society. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. You'd pay money for a stalker? Why would you want that? Axel, thank you for the follow. Darth, thank you for the follow. The less crazy people you have going like this to you, the better. Genuinely. Because you don't understand, like, you do not understand. There's people, like, there's a lot of normal people out there. Like, you and I would say probably 95% of people in this chat right now, and I can't guarantee that all of you guys are normal, but 95% of you guys are normal, regular human beings. Like, you're regular people, right? There's a good percentage of people that are actually just, like, there's something wrong with them mentally. Like, there is something seriously wrong with them, and they belong in a psych ward. Like, permanently. Type shit. They cannot be trusted to like behave as a human being in society. And that's just how it is. I'm a bot. I'm a regular normal. Yes. That's just it. It's unfortunate, but that's just it. T. I'm trying out that lip gloss right now. Yeah, right? Doesn't it feel crazy, Ellie? It's good though. I like it. I hope streaming can help you take your mind. Oh, I'm fine. Yeah. Listen, I've been dealing with this for months and months and months, and I've had to like mostly deal with it silently because I can't tell you guys everything, obviously. But it just is what it is. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? It's nice to be able to share it with you, just like it's nice to be able to tell you I have a fiance. These are things that like I keep quiet because I kind of should. I may be neurodivergent. I think most people are neurodivergent in some ways, even minorly. Hi, Jojo. Welcome in. Good to see you. And thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the nice words. We got a dishwasher in the chat, god damn it. Can I tell you something that's just happened? I blocked a lot of my family 10 years ago. I get a knock on my door that a family member gave up her baby because her new boyfriend didn't want somebody else's kids. So I have a 2-year-old boy for 3 days now. Oh my gosh.